Hi, I'm MGTOW, female nature in hypergamy. In Genesis 3:16 we found the judgment of woman by God. To the woman he said, I will greatly multiply your pain in childbirth. In pain you will bring forth children. Yet your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you. Most men don't know much about female nature in hypergamy. Some know a lot. For most it's a mystery, much like the women you know. Merriam-Webster's definition of hypergamy is marriage into an equal or higher caste or social group. I'll add, the tendency for women to deceive men and leech money and resources off of them. Hypergamy is a dangerous human instinct. Long time ago, before modern civilization, female nature and hypergamy were getting in the way of progress for humanity. 10,000 years ago, women's natural sexuality, promiscuous, voluminous, generous, and unabashed, had to be curtailed in order to install soft patriarchy, or in modern society as it is known today. To all intents and purposes, the human female is sexually insatiable in the presence of the highest degree of sexual cessation. The forceful suppression of women's inordinate sexual demands was a prerequisite to the dawn of every modern civilization in almost every living culture. Primitive women's sexual drive was too strong, too susceptible to the fluctuating extremes of an impelling, aggressive erotism to withstand the disciplined requirements of a settled family life, where many living children were necessary to a family's well-being, and where paternity had become as important as maternity in maintaining family and property cohesion. Hypergamy is in every woman. Observe and look at the women you know or interact with in your everyday life. How are they behaving? Are they behaving like responsible, mature adults? Or are they behaving like primitive women? The answer is they are behaving like primitive women. I've said it before, MGTOW is progress for men. It's a liberation. It's growing beyond our male nature. We are creating a new kind of men. We are bettering ourselves. We are a new generation of men. Women, on the other hand, are regressing into their primitive nature. With soft patriarchy, women were protected from themselves. They were loyal. Hypergamy in itself is not a bad thing. It is what allowed humanity to progress, for civilization to advance. But extreme or out of control hypergamy, which is what we are currently seeing today, is destructive. Women seek the best man with the best DNA for their offspring. They want a man with high status, wealth, good gene, strong in many ways, utility, resource. But as soon as that man loses any one of those things, he's history. She's gone. She will monkey branch. Look around you. How many men you know that happened to them? A man lost his job. One man had a health problem. Another one had a business problem. Did she stick around? Did she support him? The answer is no. To them, all we are is a disposable tool for their gain and benefit. Women are not loyal anymore. They are narcissists and leechers by nature. Is that how you love someone? You love someone for what they bring you, for what they do for you, not for who they are? Women do not know the meaning of love anymore. They will take everything from you, even your time, your energy, pride, self-esteem, self-respect, your dignity. And when you have nothing left, she has destroyed you, sucked the life out of you. She will monkey branch. Women are no longer disciplined and loyal. Again, it's part of their female nature. Have you experienced such tragedy? Or know a man or many that have suffered at the hands of a woman? Learn from them. She took everything, and even that was not enough. She wanted more and more. Women are never completely satisfied or happy. Ask yourself, is it worth the pain, the hardship, the blood, the sweat, the tears, the money, the time, the energy? For what? Her tits and pussy? Do you think it's too much of a high price to pay for what you're getting in return? As soon as you run out your usefulness, you're done, and her hypergamy instincts kicks in. Compare what you bring to her, to the table, and what she brings to you, and you'll realize it's better to be MGTOW. Can out-of-control hypergamous women be trusted? Can they be good mothers? Do you want to be with a woman that rode the car carousel? The answer is no. Thousands of years ago, men were thinking the exact same thing. They have decided that it was best for humanity to control women's hypergamy, nature, and sexual drive for a reason. But unfortunately, their hypergamy switch never goes off. A study came out not too long ago that said that near 50% of women have a backup plan in case their marriage or cohabitation life with a man does not work anymore. They are even in contact with the plan B men. That backup plan is an ex, a man that she put in the friend zone because he was not quite husband material. This means it won't take much for her to monkey branch. Did that happen to you? Do you know a man to whom this happened to? Look around you. Half the women that are in a relationship have such plan, but you would not know just by looking at them. Which means you cannot trust them. It also proves they are not loyal anymore. The welfare state, the system, gynocentric society, and the internet all make it easier for them to monkey branch, to be disloyal and disrespectful. Decades ago, women, who are the choosers, did not have as many opportunities, as many choices as today. The school, the village, the small town, immediate circle of friends, the young man just outside the circle of friends, the church, etc. Their choices were limited, and they were limited for a reason. Today, with social media and online dating, they have the world, and now they have too many choices. They are like a kid in a candy store. Observe them, listen to what they say, look at their behavior, pay attention, and you'll discover they are letting themselves ruled by their primitive instincts. Women in power is not a good combo at all. They misuse it, don't use it wisely, or abuse it. Empowered women become more narcissist. They want to control and dominate men because when they put a man in such position, it allows them to do whatever they want, to be unruly, and let their nature run amok and be free of consequences, responsibilities, and accountability. They literally behave like children, adults without agencies. This is what a gynocentric society is. Would you let your kid run your house, your life, or society? No, they will destroy your house to wreck your life. It's the same thing with women. Have you noticed the women around you? How they abuse power or misuse it? I have. And a lot of them are terrible and dangerous when given power. It is said that women are closer to children. A recent study of female teachers who have been accused of raping teen boys showed the reason why. And it's not the reason you think. It's because they identify with them. They are on the same level emotionally, psychologically, and socially. Those women still feel like a teenage girl. They have not matured. They are essentially a teenage girl in a woman's body. Girls mature faster than boys. but stop maturing after their teen years. More and more female teachers are becoming sexual predators. It's becoming an epidemic. Every year there are several hundred reported cases. There is an increase of 27% of cases from last year. Just imagine the ones that are not reported. This is what sexual liberation does to women. This is the result of a gynocentric society and female nature running amok. This is why we need soft patriarchy. That type of crime is on the rise and rising fast. According to numerous studies, women prefer to work for a man than a woman. They also prefer to work with men rather than with women. Again, observe closely women at work and you'll see. Have you heard women trashing other women at work? They are vicious. They are jealous of one another. They are bitter when a woman gets ahead of them and score points with men. They compete for man's attention. They backstab each other. They hate each other. They are competing for man's resource, utility, wealth, and status. Women use man's status to elevate themselves so that they can rise above other women. They use their sexuality as a weapon and a tool because they have nothing else to offer and bring to the table. They use their sexuality for advancements to climb up at work and in society in general. Their sexuality is their power, and MGTOW are denying them just that, and it pisses them off. Bullied women at work, at the gym, or on the social media platforms are mostly bullied by other women. They shame them, they make fun of their appearance and body to push them down and to make themselves look better and to elevate themselves in this social hierarchy. Again, it's another character trait of the female mind and nature. Does your woman, if you have one, or the ones you dated, took care of their appearances? For you or for themselves, meaning other men? Was she seeking other men's attention by dressing up and making herself good? Was she doing so only when she went out to a place where there would be other men? If she does not make herself look good for you, she's doing it for another man, or she's trying to get another man. Women value other people's opinion about themselves. They want to impress people. Does she value your opinion? No, she wants another man's attention. She's got yours. You're hooked. She takes you for granted. If she seeks validation from other people, she does not care about yours. Again, observe what she does, how she interacts with other people when you go out with her, and you'll see. She's already planning to monkey branch, especially if she does not have sex with you, or not often. That's because she's having sex with another man. More and more women are financially independent and autonomous. What does that mean? You're just a sex toy or sperm bank, a wallet, and an ATM machine. Women never have enough money. You heard the expression. Her money is hers, and yours is hers. That's right. Even if she has money, she wants you to spend your money on her, but she won't spend a dime on you. Independent women are more demanding and selective. They don't need to respect men anymore. Disloyalty and disrespectfulness are other character traits of female nature that resurface when they gain power in independence. It's much easier now with social media and internet to monkey branch. There's no need to respect men anymore. It's becoming more and more difficult to make a woman happy or to satisfy her. Do you find it very difficult to make a woman happy? Why bother when it's impossible? It's becoming easier to stray for a woman, and they do it more than men now, pushing for open relationships or worse, to cuckold you. They've raised the bar very high for us, and when her man is unable to reach it, it becomes an easy excuse for her to monkey branch or to outsource her sex life. Why keep trying to make her happy when it's an impossible goal to achieve? Your happiness should be more important. Live for yourself, not for someone else. Recently, there was a survey that asked men what was the most important thing they need from women in a relationship. 1,000 men were surveyed. The top two, before love, are respect and admiration. Did you feel respected in the relationships you had or have? How does she talk about you to her friends or her co-workers? Does she make fun of you in front of others? You do not deserve disrespect. A woman who respects her man will not cheat, will not make fun of him, and will not talk bad about him. If she behaves like that, she does not deserve you at all. Women will use sex to manipulate you. Don't let her do it, and see what else she brings to the table. If she does not bring anything else, she's not worth it. And a majority of them are not worth it anymore. Women are not equal to men, and women know it. You are either above them or below them. If you think you are equal to them, then you are in fact below them. Don't simp for them. Don't be needy or clingy. Don't seek validation from them. Don't give them attention. When you do so, you are signaling them you are below them, and you'll be unattractive. Learn not to fail her shit test. Don't treat her nicely. Don't put up with her bullshit. Call her up on her bad attitude and bad behavior. If you don't, she won't respect you, and she will see you as being below her. Bad boys and alpha men don't put up with all that. That's why women are attracted to bad boys. It tickles their hypergamy. That's why women like it when you are angry. It signals them you are above them, and it triggers their hypergamy. If you need validation, seek it from your friends. They will give you an honest and truthful answer. Don't feed her attention. Don't feed her ego. Be independent, be confident, be strong. And she'll see you have something she wants, but don't give it to her. If you don't give in into her needs, she'll move on and seek other men's attention. The more their nature is out of control, the more they are hungry for attention and validation. The only reason women were able to sort of appear to have grown out of their primitive female nature was soft patriarchy. Feelings and emotions are short-lived. Logic and rationality are long-term vision. Gynocentric or romantic love came about in the 14th century. Before that, a union between a man and a woman was more about what both brought to the table. It was a union of convenience. Roles were understood and accepted. Yes, there were affections between the two. Ask yourself, is it natural for women to behave the way they do now? Is it helping our society? Is it damaging? Feminists have completely destroyed the social contract between men and women. Is that progress? Is that the kind of society you want? Women blame men for everything wrong under the sun, and every problems women have, every issues, every pain. Don't they have their share of responsibility for that? How come they are not taking their responsibilities? Well, you cannot be blamed when you do not want to be responsible for anything. Too many women have become toxic. The evidence of that is more and more proving itself every day with the gynocentric society we live in now, with its terrible consequences. There were small periods of time in human history that were gynocentric. But again, those periods were a shit show. And soft patriarchy was quickly reinstalled. There are lessons to learn from the past, and it's telling us that we are headed towards a disaster. And we need to react quickly. Go MGTOW. Stop feeding the beast. Starve it. It will eventually die on its own. And hopefully our civilization will still exist. And we have restored soft patriarchy before it's too late. The only way to restore soft patriarchy is to press the reset button. Take the red pill. Now here's a book you should read. The War Against Boys by Christina Hoff Sommers. It's an excellent book. The link is below in the description. If you want to learn more about the female nature, I suggest you subscribe to Replicant Fish. The link is below. He has a lot of insights on the topic. Everything you learn about MGTOW, either on my channel or others, share, spread the word. Let your voice be heard. A suggestion was made in a video recently about what we need to do for our next step. Post signs legally on boards in stores, banks, post office, etc. A sign with just the acronym MGTOW in big bold letters. That will trigger people's curiosity and they will search it on the internet. This will help raise awareness and more men will join our ranks, our community, our brotherhood. If you like my content, please subscribe, like, share, and hit that bell button. Support all MGTOW content creators. The truth is a tool for patriarchy. Ask yourself questions, find the answer to them, seek out the truth, and have a critical and strong mind. Believe in yourself, be confident, be independent. You don't need a validation from women. You are capable of accomplishing anything you want. Disfranchise yourself from women. Don't let them shackle you. You are the prize. You don't need a woman to be happy. Find your own happiness. You have value. You are strong. Be strong. Thank you for listening, and see you next time.